no idea of what I was going to be going into. And after a season under my belt now, I think I'm really confident with my skill set, the scheme we're running, and just playing in front of crowds in general.
You're obviously new to the game when you came over. What did you, like some intricacy you learned about the sport, about the game, playing in on Saturdays that you didn't know before?
I guess as a punter, it's pretty. My job is just to catch the ball, like feel the rush for me, and then kick the ball. So I guess I've seen it my whole life in terms of playing the sport I did, but being out there and seeing guys in pads coming at me and stuff like that is pretty scary at sometimes. So it's just feeling that, and I think week by week I grew in terms of that and got more comfortable at the level. So it did take time, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at now.
Right. Do you feel like the stretch at the beginning of last year maybe helped long term?
Yeah, in the initial term, it definitely didn't. I mean, that first week after that Virginia game, I was pretty down. It was pretty tough. Obviously, 2 years in the making coming over to play a sport, and my first one goes 17. So that was pretty eye opening for me. But I definitely did think it helped in the long run. Putting together some good games throughout the middle there, and I think I had a decent bowl game in the end as well in terms of inside the 20 and pinning out with deep. So it did help, and hopefully can eliminate those early shambles I had to improve on myself this year.
And what was it like in the bowl game to have Tori on the opposite side? I know you guys mentioned it. Sort of helped you through this process. What was that like? You probably didn't think you guys were ever playing the same game. What was it like being the same game?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like when I found out I was coming to Tennessee, obviously he's in the Big Ten, so it was kind of like probably never get to verse each other. Maybe in a bowl game if that ever happens, and to do it against him in his last game of college football is awesome. Spent a bit of time together that week with a few other Australian boys who came out to watch us, which was pretty full circle. But that was great fun. He's obviously probably the best player in the country this year, and can't wait for him to end up on an NFL team and might go up to Iowa in a couple of weeks to be there with him for draft day. So that'll be pretty special. But as I said, yeah, seeing him punt in person, one of the first times actually ever, and obviously in a game ever. So it was special to be with him, and then after the game to sort of just be with my mates and stuff was a pretty cool moment.
Patrick,
We've seen you do it for years. It's not maybe a secret anymore, but your ability to pump with both feet, is that something you developed growing up playing Aussie rules football? And obviously that's not very common over here. Is that kind of what the meaning of it is?
Yeah, we did keep it pretty secretive for a while, so it was nice to actually show it in week one. But yeah, it's something I grew up doing my whole life. My old man wanted me to try kicking my left foot all the time. In Australian football, sort of if you get into trouble kicking right, you're kind of going to get blocked basically. So being able to go on my left sort of adds a different dimension to our scheme. Definitely makes it harder for people to scheme up blocks as well. So in Australia, I mean, maybe 20% of guys can do it like pretty well. But yeah, I think being able to do it here has probably opened up a few people's eyes, which is awesome. And watching in the film room and stuff, especially when the new recruits get in, they sort of have to watch it twice to realize what's actually going on. So it's definitely cool.
During those visits that you talked about, what kind of helped you push through those to get back to punting and being good at punting?
I mean, just having people around me was always the key for me. That, as I said, that first week was just want a bit of time to myself to reflect on it and stuff like that. But moving forward was awesome, and being able to just keep adapting our scheme and doing different things. But I think my pooch range and stuff like that, pinning Texas A&M at the one with about 25 Australians, my friends and family there was awesome. Kind of the first moment I really felt like I can actually impact this team extremely well. So it's been good.
But
In terms of, you talked about it, obviously I did try to keep it a little secret last year that you could kick with both feet, but that's something that, as you said, in Aussie rules football, it's fairly common. Are you surprised that you're the first guy who's really come over here and done that?
Yeah, for me growing up, it was like people in Australia learn it as like a bailout. So if you have to do it, you just do it. Something for me, I kind of just did it. Like I would probably kick 50-50 on both legs. So in terms of that, I was probably one of the better ones at doing it. There's a few in the Australian game who are really impressive with it, but I definitely didn't expect to do it when I came over. Sort of, I guess the NFL was pretty pocket based and stuff like that, but obviously the rugby game's become pretty prevalent in college football. So being able to go left and right, I mean, it's fun and it definitely keeps other teams on their toes.
Paige.
You seem pretty laid back. So what's it like having Mike Eckler as kind of your coach?
Yeah, it's a great question actually. Yeah, I'm pretty chill guy. Obviously, being a specialist is pretty different to being an actual skill player, but I think our group is definitely incorporates really well with the team. I think other schools sort of it's a bit separate, but we talk to everyone. We're good friends with everyone. So, but having Eck, I think he was in here before. He probably got some great answers. But I mean, he's awesome. He's got such a great family and stuff like that. So whenever I need to talk to someone, like his family is always there for me and stuff like that. But obviously, huge energy. 7:25 meetings every morning. He's waking us up. That's for sure. But yeah, he's great.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.